Hi, my name is Anne. I wanted to review a music video that Justin put out just a few days ago. It's his Somewhere Else video. Um, that video, it represents a masculine trying to take up occupations that he doesn't actually have. You, Justin, you can't just paint a picture on the wall and then put your four faces on that picture and then splash color on it and then say that that's the way you're supposed to start your new year. That's as if that's your new beginning. No. God only works with DNA. I'm talking about the Most High. He only works with DNA. That was the point of the Bible, you know. The point of the Bible was to distinguish various people different genetics, various DNA. That was the whole point of it, and our journey through the Bible. That was the whole part of the Bible, you know? So, Justin, you can't just make a picture on a wall and then put four faces and splash four different various colors and say that you represent those four faces, or you're genetically associated with those four faces when you're not. So, you can't say to yourself, you can't just make it up in your mind and say, well, this is going to be my new beginning in this type of house. You can't do that because you don't have the genetics. You didn't come from a green house. How could you say that you're green when you didn't come from a green house? That's not a new beginning. You can't just go anywhere and you can't just do anything that you please. Were you birthed that way? With the picture you're trying to establish on the wall, were you birthed that way? No. So you can't claim yourself to be a part of certain DNA and then want to take that type of house. Because with certain DNA comes a certain type of occupation. You can't claim yourself to be a part of a certain occupation to claim a certain kind of house. This is why I'm trying to say this is not your new beginning. You cannot put out lies and make videos creating a whole bunch of lies saying that this is this is what this is what I was put on this planet for. You weren't born that way. You weren't birthed that way. You can't lie like that. That's severe mental illness, Justin. That represents somebody who's very, very sick and desperate, very low vibrational. You can't just walk around and say, I'm this and I want that house. You can't do that. I hope you understand, because your whole point of you putting all that BS out as a video is that you're trying to show your intentions, and I'm trying to show you that no, you can't pay a practitioner for that type of negative work to try and claim a house that you don't belong to. You can't pay a practitioner to try and say you want a certain kind of house when you don't even have that genetic. You don't have the genetics running through your bloodstream. You don't have that. So how can you say you want to enter into a new beginning in a certain kind of house? You can't say that. And no, you can't pay a witch or a practitioner to lie and say that that's what you're supposed to have. At this point, you're in complete defiance against God. We're talking about work that other people on this planet were set out to do. And the house that you saying that you want, you can't have that, Justin. You cannot say you want a green house. You can't say you want that type of house that has four faces in it. Who are you stalking now? Who did you pay as a practitioner to stalk to try and get that type of house? Do you see how much you're of a liar? Do you see how much this doesn't make sense? Do you see how much of a thief you are? You're willing to put that type of intention out to society, and you expect people to actually believe you? God's not in that. God didn't ordain you to think that way. That's not God's work. That's not the future, Justin. You're a straight up thief. You need to honor the Most High. You can't be walking around and trying to take work that other people's genetics were put on this planet to do. You don't have the gift of government, Justin. You don't have that. Why did you go and post a video of an Asian girl sitting on some stairs holding a plant? You don't have those gifts. So no, you can't use that angle. Why did you post in the video a whole bunch of black women wearing green and dancing? You don't have that angle. I can continue on more what you were trying to show in that video, and I'm trying to say to you is that that's a complete lie. That no, that's not a new beginning. You can't pay a practitioner for that. And God said no. That's not your new beginning. Everything is based on what you did, and everybody knows how much you lied about certain occupation, and you failed every time, Justin. You never could ever prove yourself. You put out this fake illusion because you want money for the lie of the illusion. But when the truth hits, you can't own up to it. You can't claim this. You can't go to the government and say that you're this way. I know I can, because that's my DNA. I can claim those four occupations, Justin. You can scratch off your face off of the painting and put my face, because that's the truth of who I am, because that's my genetics. And God made me that way. You can't continue this in 2024. You can't be putting out videos like that. Stop playing around. This is the message that I'm sending out to you, that you need to acknowledge and tell the truth that what you're putting out is an illusion. And when illusion, it means it's just fake. It's just made up crap. It's not real. No, it's not your spiritual life. No, it's not your genetics. You don't make up that actual body. And God didn't birth you that way. You weren't born that way. Stop ignoring these messages and listen to God. This is about the world. You cannot put these message out to the world. God did not put you on this earth to put out these type of messages. You're trying to steal from people because of occupations that you don't have. And God said no. You don't have a new identity because you don't have the blood, you don't have the DNA, you don't have the cells, you don't have the DNA codes, you don't have it. You don't have that identity. What you're trying to put out on that video, you don't actually have it. You don't have Asian DNA. So why are you trying to be like an Asian when you don't have Asian DNA? Why are you trying to send that message to the world to act crazy and mental like you when you don't even have that DNA? God did not tell you to lie to the world. God told you to put out truths. You can't put out any truth. You're not even a part of that generation, Justin. You're not part of that DNA. You're not a part of it. You sit around here watching me. That's what you're doing. And you pay because you saw my new beginning. You went and paid a practitioner, telling the practitioner that you want it. You can't have it because I have that DNA. You don't have it. You're not divine. I'm divine. That's why I have it. That was work that was set out how many decades ago that you can't do it because you don't have the DNA. You don't know how to scribe. You can't interpret anything. You can't transcribe anything. You weren't born with those type of gifts. So stop lying. The gifts that Asian people have, you don't have that. You're not good at the sciences. Stop lying. You didn't go to school. Asian people have degrees and PhDs in biochemistry and science and stuff. Those are gifts that God put them out to do in this world. You can't have that because you don't have it. You didn't go to school for it. That's not your new beginning. Stick with your own blood, Justin. You cannot go those angles. God said no. I'm telling you right now, no. I reverse that fake work that you put out trying to pay. You can't pay a practitioner for God. You know, God is more higher than that practitioner, and God is more powerful than that money you try to pay for God. You trying to pay for God, Justin? No way. Stop watching me. Stop watching me. That's all I have to say to you. I'm calling you out. There's no I can't hide these things anymore. I can't hide it because you're going too far. You're taking things too far. You understand me? I have to move on with my life, Justin, and you need to let it go. Let it go. Let it go out of the truth of who I am. Let it go. Let it go as if the truth of who you are. You need to let that go. Understand what you are not. Justin, you're a big coward. All you want to do is just chase me and target me. Now you just keep trying to dig deeper and deeper and deeper. Now you want to target God? You want to chase God? No way. You could never do my work. I'm just telling you. You make a false music video, make sure that'll be the last time you do that. That somewhere else video is not somewhere else. It's somewhere else for me because of my DNA. It's not somewhere else for you because you don't have the DNA. It's not somewhere else for you because you're jealous of me and you're jealous of other people and their DNA. Go fix your head. Go fix your mental. You're not needed, Justin. I don't need you to chase me. I don't need you to target me. I don't need you to target the God in my life. I don't need you to target my own spiritual gift. You don't need to be targeting that. You're sinking, Justin. You're going lower and lower and lower into the pits. You're not fighting me. You're fighting the Most High God. I can walk into any church and be a free agent and be free as I can be. But I know what boundaries are, and God showed me my boundaries because of my DNA. And that's why I'm here to be with my blood. And it's to get away from being persecuted from people like you. Just doing anything because I'm not her. Do you know how crazy that sounds? You wouldn't pay the practitioner because you're not me. Well, I'm not her. I need to pay so I can become her. I need to pay so I can lie on social media and make a video called Somewhere Else and post her face and put my face over it because I'm that narcissist. I paid a dark witch for that. And I'm gonna show God. I'm gonna show God how much. You think you're higher than the most high? Eh? You think you're higher than go look up in the sky, Justin. You think you're higher than God? Look up in the sky. Who made you? Who put you in this world? You answer that question. When you wake up in the morning, who are you acknowledging? Acknowledge the truth of God. And if you're unwilling to acknowledge the truth of God, Justin, I feel so sorry for you. I really feel sorry for you at this point if you cannot acknowledge the Most High. You don't take my name and my spirit and my existence to no practitioner, Justin. You can't take Jesus to a practitioner. What do you think this is? Huh? You can't take no patriarch to no practitioner, Justin. Life don't work like that, eh? I'm calling out that video and I'm gonna try and tell you that no, there's no new beginning using my energy. You can't harvest off of something that you don't have. You don't have that gene pool. You'll never understand it. You can't stalk me and then intentionally post your intentions online as if like God can't even acknowledge. Take that picture off the wall because it's not true. You don't have my four faces. You don't have it.